What's good, everybody? It's Joe, and I come back at you another video. So the topic for this video is about gratitude, and the main idea here is to be grateful for the things in your life. Now, I know it sounds like a cliche, oh, just be grateful, but the important part about gratitude is that gratitude is the highest positive emotion that you can emit. And that's a good thing because obviously we want to live this life experience being happy. We want to enjoy our time here on earth because whether you want to believe it or not, right, we have a finite amount of time here. And so I would like to think and hope that virtually everyone here wants to have fun, wants to make the most out of this existence here. And so that's one way to do that, by expressing gratitude, right? When you are grateful for the things in your life, you emit positive emotions such as love, happiness, peace, joy, feeling secure, feeling ecstatic, right? You're eager, you're optimistic. These are all feelings that come with gratitude. And the amazing part about gratitude, when you're grateful for the things in your life, when you're expressing gratitude, you can't be negative because that is the most positive emotion you can feel and emit. And the way this universe works, right? And everything around us, that everything is energy, everything's connected. So the energy that you put out is what you attract to you. That's the energy that you bring back to you. So when you're grateful for the things that you have in your life, you're essentially not only appreciating what you have here, it allows you to make space for other blessings to enter your life. There's people out there, when it comes to gratitude, right? You can tell someone, hey, be grateful for the things that you have right now, right? Make peace with what you have right now, because ultimately you can only control the present moment. You can only control the now. You'll only ever have control of the now, right? Because the past happened, the future has yet to unfold. The now is the only moment that you'll ever have control over, right? So this is why if you're grateful now, if you're able to express gratitude for things you have now, you're making space for blessings to unfold and make its way to you in the future. There are people who, when you tell them, be grateful for the things you have now, for them, they'll respond and say, you know what, I'll be grateful when I get that promotion. I'll be grateful when I have that new house. When I get that new house, I'll be super grateful all the time. I'll gratitude would just, I'll just admit it. Like and the funny response that I have to that is, well, then what if that doesn't happen? What if you don't get the promotion, or what if you don't ever get that house? Then what, right? Is your happiness going to be contingent on those events, on those circumstances, right? Because there are people who say, you know what, I'll be grateful when I attract my partner. I'll be grateful when the money starts coming in. I'll be grateful for this. I'll be grateful when this happens. Or what if it doesn't happen? Are you going to be angry, frustrated? Are you going to be the Grinch for the rest of your life, right? For some people, that's going to be the case for them. For other people, when you say it like that, right, then they'll reconsider and say, you know what, that actually makes a lot of sense. Like, I shouldn't wait on those events to be happy. The goal of life is to have fun and enjoy every moment. Like, let me put in perspective. Imagine if you were able to be blissfully happy and filled with love and life and energy and optimism every second of the day for the rest of your life. It's possible. Is it likely? Most would say it's unlikely for that to be the case, right? Because we're human, right? We may experience ups and downs. We may experience, obstacles along the way, even though all of that is just based on perspective. But I understand we're humans, right? Things happen. So it can be quite a challenge to feel that way every second of the day. But that's not to say it's not possible. It is possible, right? And so when you understand that it's possible, then you can reflect on your own life, right? Look at yourself and how everything's going for your life, and be able to compare that with that alternate reality of everything being great and you're just happy and smiling from ear to ear the whole time, and you're filled with energy and you're optimistic and you're just you're filled with just so much joy and you feel secure, you're full of love, and that life and that reality is possible. And you can feel that way regardless of your circumstances, right? Because your circumstances are always subject to change, and they will change because of your attitude. They will change because of the energy that you're putting out, that you're vibrating, because the positive energy is what's going to attract your dreams and desires and all the things you want into your life. It's not about you going out to make it happen. It's not about that, because when you go out and make it happen, what you're doing, you're trying to force the pieces into place, and you're not that smart because there's way too many variables at play. When I say you're not that smart, it's not that you're not an intelligent person. You certainly are. Is that you're not that smart because you're not smart enough to do God's work. There's literally trillions of variables at play. There's so much that we're just not aware of outside of our scope, outside of what our senses are able to pick up, of the events that are happening in the world and the variables that are being moved in order for events to happen and unfold for our lives. So the majority of the events that happen, your senses won't be able to pick up on it until it happens. And then when it happens, you're able to look back and say, oh, wow, like these are all the events that unfolded for me the way it did. And most would say it's luck, but it is so unlikely for these series of events to have happened the way it did that it's hard to just label it as luck or coincidence. It has to be a higher power at play. But going back to the original idea of gratitude, right? Um, there are people who will have their joy be contingent on certain events happening. And if those events don't happen, or they will, but there's an extended period of time until it does, are you going to live your life unhappy until then? Are you going to be mad, frustrated? Are you going to be like the Grinch until it happens? That's not a pleasurable way to live. That's not desirable, right? If you knew it were inevitable for you to get your dream car or your dream partner, right, for a spouse, for marriage, or your dream home, if you knew it was inevitable and it was lined up for you, like it has your name and everything, it's gonna be paid for. It's gonna, like for the house, your name is on a deed, completely paid for. It's handled, right? Your dream house. If you knew it was inevitable for you to get it, it's lined up, you're guaranteed to get it in the next 2 years. How would you be living your life? Would you be living your life frustrated over finances? Or would you be living your life free, knowing that in 2 years, at some point within the next 2 years, you're going to be living your dream house? You are literally going to be jumping out of bed, smiling, whistling in the shower. You are going to be possibly the most unbothered person on the planet because you know your dream house is already there for you and it's lined up and your name is on it. How many people do you know jump out of bed excited for no reason whatsoever? Just jump out of bed. How many people do you know whistle in the shower, or they're just smiling ear to ear all the time? You don't see that. That's not a normal thing. And for good reason, right? Because most people are not aware of their power. Most people don't know who they truly are. And I'm here to remind you of who you truly are. So when you are grateful for the things in your life, that's when you're able to experience joy regardless of your set of circumstances, because you understand that your joy is what creates your circumstance. Your joy is what creates the world around you. Your life and your reality is created from the inside out. So you want to tap into those emotions, feel those emotions, become those emotions, right? Be that dream person you want to be, and you'll soon see the rest of your outer world change for the better. So you want to be grateful, because being grateful for the things in your life is one of the strongest positive emotions you can feel, and that's what allows you to create space for the blessings to unfold for you and make its way into your life. So once again, this is Joel, and I'm out. See you guys for the next video.